Hey, it's Friday, January 9th, 2026. I'm Patrick, disabled investor on $1 million mission to grow my registered disability savings plan. And today I'm showing how I got a little closer to my goal. Today, about $1,500 worth. And over the past week, since last Friday, I'm up $7,800, thereabouts, almost $7,800. I'm going to go through what I did today to get a little closer to my goal of $1 million. And yeah, just always interested to hear how your week's gone. Um, Please hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. So my portfolio today increased in value by about $1,500 to end the day at $189,543. Um, Almost 190 grand, and I was a little higher than that before. I've had an all-time high that was around 192, so getting back there. I made 4 trades today. One of them was a mistake, and well, maybe two of them were a mistake. I don't know. I'll get into what I did. First thing I did this morning, I saw that Google was taken off. The stock's been upgraded by a couple of analysts with price targets in the 370 range, and I had set I sold a call on my 100 shares for $50 back on Monday at a strike price of $330. I got $50 for it. Thought it wasn't going to go there because the delta was 15, and from what I understood, that means that the probability of it hitting $335 is low. Anyways, this morning, during amateur hour or the beginning of the day, I saw Google hit $331 and thought, holy shit, I'm going to lose my shares. So I bought back the call that I sold, and that cost me $290 instead of the 50 that I made. So I'm down. Um, I'm down about $250 plus exchange, which kind of hurt. And the mistake didn't stop there because then I was looking at my Apple Leap. I have a Leap for Apple that is a $250 call expiring in January 2027. Um, as you may be aware, Apple's been beaten up lately and the prices come down. So and I think that has to do with the fact that they haven't been doing so good with their AI initiatives. People are leaving the company, and some pretty high profile departures. So I think that's affecting the share price overall. I could be wrong, but what I did was I was going to roll my option, meaning I would sell the one for 2027 and buy the one for 2028. I had it all set up in my order screen. Thought I was buying a 2028 call, ended up buying a second for 2027 by mistake. And anyways, it I guess was a happy accident because I ended up making $100 on that option today. Anyways, um, but I think overexposed to Apple at this point, or getting there. So I'm a little concerned about that. I think I may correct that on Monday, but I may not because with the jobs data being worse than expected, the chance of a rate cut coming from the Fed is increased, and that may be good for Apple. So, you know, damned if I do, damned if I don't. Maybe blessed if I do. I don't know. But I haven't decided what to do about that. And like I say, that was a mistake, but it was a happy accident because I made some money on it. Unrealized gain, of course. The other things that I did, I sold my Leap for D-Wave. It's a $20 call expiring in January 2027 because I own a 2028 call for the same value, a $20 call, expiring in January 2028. So I decided to take the profit. I made about $1,000 on that one, so I took the profit and put that in my account. And finally, I had two leaps, two contracts for Intel at $22 a share. Intel hit 45 $200 and change today. So I saw that leap increase in value to the point where it was worth 170% of what I paid. So I took one of them, I sold it, got $2,500 for it. I paid 900, so it worked out to be a pretty good payday. And I've still got the one leap for Intel. So may I regret that? I may, but I believe some profit isn't a dirty word, so I took profit and put it in my account. The things that helped me gain the amount that I did today were the leap for Intel. That was the biggest gainer at $1,200. AST Space Mobile added 1,000 or 1,100, almost $1,200 in my portfolio. Google added $430 in my portfolio. So I guess that made up for the leap that the call that I bought back. Rocket Lab, the leaps that I have for that added some money to my portfolio, and the two leaps for Apple ended up paying me $320. So that was good. Things that kept it from growing more today, the portfolio from getting a little higher value, the leaps that I have for Netflix. I have two $100 calls for Netflix expiring in June 2028, and those both together lost about $238 today. Could have been worse. PayPal. I have an option for PayPal, a contract for PayPal expiring in January 2028. It's a $60 call. PayPal was there, it's not anymore. So that call is down a little bit. And the call that I have for SoFi, it's a leap expiring January 2027 for a $20 call. It lost a little bit of money today. Shares of IBIT, the iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF, lost a little bit of money, and so did BITO, the Bitcoin Income Strategy ETF that I have. That gave up about almost $15. Overall, nothing to really worry about. Like I say, the biggest impacts were from the leaps that I have and the mistakes that I made, but I think they were happy accidents, but time will tell. Like I say, maybe a little overexposed to Apple, but I do believe they're going to bounce back. Last I heard, they're working with Google to improve Siri, or there was rumors of that. So who knows? Maybe it's true, maybe it's bullshit. But they got to do something because Apple's been really struggling in the last little while, and the share price has been punished for, I guess, their lack of Apple Intelligence leadership. And I got to say, as an Apple user, iPhone owner, I'm a little disappointed in how Apple Intelligence has worked for me. It's not been great, you know. So, anyways, what are you gonna do? So, yeah, overall, that's how I gained $1,500 today. It was the leaps. This is why I'm up $7,800 since last Friday, and yeah, $189,500 is where I ended up for the week. So, um, hopefully, the discussion that President Trump is having with the oil executives, is going to result in some positive sentiment on the market. I was watching the conference, and they were all really puckering up. It's kind of, you know, um, kind of disturbing actually. I just don't like the guy, Trump, that is. But anyways, they were all kissing up and thanking Mr. President for making Venezuela an option. And, getting rid of Maduro, I gotta say, is not a bad thing. But, the regime is still in place there. So, so what? I've heard some Venezuelans on the news that were interviewed talking about how there really hasn't been much change back home since the Maduro was taken. So we'll see what happens. It sounded like, from what Trump was saying, there are going to be boots on the ground or private security or something escorting the oil workers while they're there and guaranteeing the infrastructure and the crews are safe. So get ready for another conflict, I guess. Because I don't think everybody there is going to be happy about Americans taking the oil, but I could be wrong. Anyways, it was a little disturbing to watch. Just the the kiss assery, but yeah, I if I was in the oil executive's position, maybe I'd be doing the same thing. I don't know. That was the week. That was today, January 9th. It was quite the week, but hopefully next week is better. Hope your weekend goes well, and I will talk to you on Monday. Thanks for watching.